Alright, good afternoon, wherever you are watching this video. In today's course, I will be going through what exactly SEO is all about. And in these few slides, I will take you through everything you need to know about search engine optimization and some of the methods you need to apply when you are ranking your website and some of those things you need to do. What is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. SEO is all about optimizing your website for search engine. Apart from that, you will be asking yourself, what exactly is search engine? Search engine are a website like Google, Yahoo, Bing's, and where you can make some search. So, what are the techniques in SEO? Designing and developing a website to rank well in search engine result is what we call SEO. When you have your website, for example, comfortdevelopers.com, and you want the website to rank well on search engine. So it's about improving the volume and the quality of traffic to a website from search engine. SEO are like free traffics. As part of data marketing, we have what we call SEO and what we call SEM. Right now, we're talking about the SEO. So improving the volume of the quality of your traffic to a website. When people search for a particular keyword on a website from search engine, how the likes of Google, Yahoo, Bing brings your website up pertaining to the based on the keywords is what we call SEO. So SEO technique is also marketing by understanding how search algorithm works and what human visitor might search. So how search engine works? Yes, in search engine like Google's, like Yahoo, like Bing's, how what we call there's a particular thing called crawling. Crawling is the process of fetching all the web pages links to a website. So this task is performed by a software called a crawler or on a spider. Some people call it crawler, some call it spider, or in case of Google as a search engine, they call it Google Boot. So we have another thing called indexing. It's the process of creating index for all the fetch web pages and keeping them into a giant database from where it is later being retrieved. So the process of indexing is identify the word and expression that best describe the page and assigning it to a what? To a page, to a particular keyword. Now processing. When a search request comes, the search engine processes it. So that is, it is compare the search strings in the search request with the index page in the database. Now, that is how search engine work. The search engine will calculate the relevance of the keywords that is searched. Then it will retrieve the result. It will retrieve the result and return it back to the search engine result page. So the process by which okay when it's retrieved to the search engine result page. So the keywords, it's possible that your website, there are some techniques you can use so that your website ranks on the first page of the search engine with a particular keyword. So we have several techniques. We have the likes of backlinks and all of that that we are still going to talk about. But right now we are talking about the SEO. Now, what is SEO copywriting? Copywriting is the technique of writing viewable text on a web page in such a way that it reads well for the server and also target specific search terms. Its purpose is to rank high in the search engine for a target search terms. So when we are talking about specific keywords, in the course of training, we'll be talking about some of the keywords. How do you generate keywords? What are the keywords that is related to your business? What are the keywords that is related to what you are doing? So these things are very important if your business or your website or whatever you do is going to rank very well on the search engine. So The idea behind SEO copywriting is that search engine want genuine content page and not additional pages often called doorways. So your content must be viewable, having a specific with it must be viewable with a specific search terms. So what do we call search engine ranking? I think I've explained the other time. When you search any keyword using a search engine, for example, when you type google.com and there's a particular keyword, Google have what we call a large database, like where all those keywords, all the websites that contain all those keywords as it has been indexed. So Google will fetch those things out. The website that has the number highest of keywords will be the one that will rank higher on a search engine. It will be the one that will, based on their numbers, will be listed from page one. So SEO is the process of designing and developing a website that attain a high rank in search engine. So if you already have a website, it's possible you have a website and your website doesn't rank well on search engine. So there are things you can do. There are ways, because having a website is not enough for you to be visible, for your business to be visible online. Your SEO must be well structured to attain this high rank in search engine results. For example, Comfort Developers and IT Solution is a company that develop website, that develop software, and with our keywords, we rank higher with some keywords compared to other keywords. We rank higher with keywords like developers, like software developers, more than other things, because that is one of our keywords used in ranking the website. So when we're talking about SEO, conceptually there are two ways of optimization. We have on-page SEO, which includes providing good content, good keyword selections, putting keywords in on correct place, giving appropriate title to every pages, of which we are going to be working with. Sometimes as a web developer, sometimes as a web designer, some website designers don't even know how to use the right keywords, use the right title, use the right meta description for every page. So when we're talking about on-page SEO, these things must be properly put in place. Providing good content, good keyword selections, putting keywords on correct places, giving appropriate title to every page on your website. Now also we have what we call off-page SEO. When we are talking about off-page SEO, it includes what? Link building, increasing link popularity by submitting open directories, search engine, links exchange, and all of that. All these are what we are going to be providing justice to in the course of the class as we go along in the training. So, what are the tactics? We are talking about tactics and method. SEO techniques are classified into two broad categories. We have the white hat SEO, then we have the black hat SEO. So white hat SEO are techniques that search engine recommend as part of good design. So then black hat SEO techniques are search engine do not approve and attempt to minimize the effect of these techniques, also known as spam vexing. So when we are talking about black hat SEO, what is okay? White hat SEO. So when does your website, when does your search engine, when is it considered to be a white hat search engine optimization? An SEO tactic is considered as a white hat if it has the following feature. Number one, it must conform to the search engine guidelines. It does not involve in any deception. Now, it ensures that the content a search engine indexes and subsequently ranks is the same content a user will see. So, it ensures that a web page content should have been created for user and not just for search engine. So, it ensures good quality of the web pages. It also ensures availability of useful content on the web page. So we must always follow the white hat tactics. and try and do not try to fool people. No, to do not try to fool site visitor. So we must always be honest. Uh, because white art, one thing that search engine and some other social media platform, once they discover that the content you are providing to your for your audience is different from the links and the metadata and all of that. They try to block your URL, and once you are posting and you are being blocked most of the time, you your website will rank lower on search engine, because all social media platform like Facebook, we are going to be talking about all of that. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's easy for people to visit your website based on your meta description, your title, uh, image SEO, and all of that. But once all these social media are blocking your URL, it will be hard for your website to rank higher on search engine. So let's talk about black hats. Okay, black hat SEO or spamdexing is something like um, misdirecting people, using deceptive links, and all of that. That even your meta description of your type of your page is different. It's different from what you are having on your website, like using domain hijacking and all of that. They are black hat SEO. So, how do you use your website domain? How do you use your website domain to determine your ranks? So, when you start thinking of doing a business through internet, the first thing that you think about is your website domain name. Before you choose a domain name, you must consider the following: who will be your target audience? What you intend to sell to them? Is it a tangible item or just a text content? So what will make your business idea unique or different from everything else that's already available in the market? These are things you need to think about. So, you see, before, many people think it's important to have a keyword in a domain. Keywords in domain name are usually important, but it is usually can be done while keeping the domain name short, memory, and free of hiding. So when you are choosing a domain name, for example, Comfort Developers is a domain name, and I usually talk about being a developer, comfort developer. Because of that developer keyword, our domain name is also working as part of our SEO. No, the keyword developer there is assisting our search ranking. So if you search for comfort developers online now, it's possible on the first page of the website, it lists on the whole first page, it lists comfort developers, it lists us on our website, our office address, our map, everything pertaining to our website, everything pertaining to our directory, everything pertaining to link buildings and all of that. It lists us like that. So using keyword in your domain name gives you a strong competitive advantage over your competitor, but it must be short. You must avoid using IV. You must no, it must be memorable. It must be something you can speak to someone over the phone and easily people can easily grab what you are saying. So you should be able to say it over the phone. So we must avoid buying long confusing domain names. Okay, you can you must avoid the use of IV in the midst of your domain name. So what is the guru mantra for this particular training? So you should be able to answer the following question: why do you want to build your website? Why should people buy off your site and not from other sites? What makes you different from others? Who are your target audience and what do you intend to sell? List 5 to 10 websites that you think are missing. Now think why they are missing. You must be able to create 5 different domain names, make at least one of them funny. Tell them to have a dozen of people and see which one are the most memorable. You will get more honest feedback if people do not know you well. So buy your domain names that is catchy, memorable, and relevant to your business. That's the statistics. We're going to be talking about some other things like the SEO, relevant file names, how you can put the right file names on your website, the file naming system, the systems you must follow, then the examples. We have some examples. Then the extensions. The extensions has nothing to do. It has nothing to do whether it's been HTML or HTML or PHP. It has nothing to do. So what's the SEO point of view, and what's the pro guide? The pro guide and how to avoid complication in the course of the training, and also from all these little things we've talked about, if you can get all these things right with your website, with your meta description, with your title, um, with your domain naming, and backlinks, and directory submissions and all of that. So you are good to go with your SEO. So right now we are still on the training. We are going through the training now, and you can also be a part of this training. Click the link below this video, or if you are joining, you can see the links, you can see the URL, you can see the WhatsApp number. Just send a WhatsApp number. You can see all our websites. All these things we guide you through. We have an inner circle training where we guide you through how to get the right domain name, how to get the right title for each of your websites, how to do your meta descriptions, how search engine use your meta descriptions, the title, the meta tags, and all of that to rank your website, to rank your business. What are those places where you need to submit your website or your business? What are the directories? How do you go about it, and how do you keep on ranking with a particular keywords? Who are your target audience? Who are those particular keywords? What are the particular keywords you need to use? So you can follow us, you can join our training by clicking on this particular WhatsApp link, website. You can contact us through email as well. And also do not forget to like this video, to subscribe, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow this video, and share with your friend. Thank you.